Hello guys, good morning once again. This is Mike Padua and we're back to our latest update on Typhoon Egay with international name Doksuri. Egay has upgraded into a typhoon after some rapid intensification during the past 24 hours. I apologize for not giving you the latest update yesterday, Sunday, since I had to attend to some family matters. But we're back now. This is for today, Monday, early morning Monday, July 24, 2023. And this is our English version, brought to you by Typhoon2000 in partnership with Naga College Foundation, Aboitiz Power, Bank of the Philippine Islands, Avenue Plaza Hotel, the local government of Naga City headed by our Honorable Mayor Nelson Legacion, and Honorable Congressman Gabi Bordado of the 3rd District of Camarines Sur. Well, we have some bad news because the storm, which is continuing to rapidly intensify, has changed its forecast track, especially the 3-day forecast. The last time we talk about it, its forecast is towards Taiwan. And we are hoping and praying that this system will continue that way or move more to the north. But for the latest now, for the past 24 hours, the track has been moving more to the south or more to the west. And it's now likely to make landfall over the northern tip of Cagayan or just along the Babuyan Islands and pass very close to Batanes. And this will cause some serious problems over northern Luzon because the diameter of this typhoon is now around 900 kilometers, okay, approximately 900 kilometers, including the wind radius around 880 kilometers. These winds of up to 55 kph, and it's located on the southern and southeastern flank of the circulation of Egay. And if the forecast will not change, it is likely to reach the coastal waters of northern Cagayan and Batanes Group sometime Tuesday evening to whole day of Wednesday, July 26. Okay, and on the 27th, it will still proceed over the western coastal areas of Taiwan before exiting the Philippine areas of responsibility, before exiting the Philippine area of responsibility Thursday evening or Friday. So aside from northern Luzon that will be affected by the circulation of the system, the southwest monsoon will also affect much of the Visayas, particularly the western sections, Mimaropa, western sections of the Bicol region, and also Metro Manila, western sections of Central Luzon, Ilocos region, Cordillera administrative region. So this will experience, so these areas will experience some on and off occasional monsoon rains beginning today, Monday, until Friday, based on what we are seeing on the computer models. So we're now going to proceed now on the latest situation. But first, we are going to give you the latest Pag-asa. This is the storm warning signals. This is the wind signals, actually. And this is coming from their 11 p.m. update. And public storm warning signal number 2 is now raised over the eastern or northeastern sections of Catanduanes. That includes Pandan, Gigmoto, and nearby towns. So these areas will have possible winds of 64 to up to 85 kilometers per hour or 90 kilometers per hour under signal number 2. So please prepare for the possible strong winds that will be generated by this typhoon. And the rest of Bicol region, except for Masbate, Ticao, and Borias, are under signal number 1. So most likely classes at the primary levels, I mean in elementary, will be cancelled because of this situation. President Bongbong Marcos already announced no classes in Metro Manila because of this impending large typhoon. And also over Apayao, Abra, Kalinga, Mountain Province, Ifugao, Nueva Vizcaya, Quirino, Aurora, Isabela, and Cagayan. Babuyan Islands is under signal number 1, as well as Northern Samar, Eastern Samar of Eastern Visayas is also under signal number 1. So winds of up to 63 kilometers per hour will be expected within the next 24 to 36 hours, since the Bicol region and Eastern Visayas is now under the rain bands of the typhoon. So expect winds. Right now in my weather station, the winds is still very calm, not quite exactly calm or 0 kph. It's around 6 to 10. Sometimes it's gusting up to 25 kph from the west northwest, because the system is here and the winds is blowing from here. Okay, blowing that way. So it's blowing from the west northwest because of the circulation of the storm. And so that's the storm signal. So watch out for more updates. Go to bagong.pagasa.dost.gov.ph for the latest signals, and we are going to include this from time to time when we are on YouTube. Now here's the graph set we created this afternoon, or yesterday afternoon. So this is how large the system is. So it looks like the whole of the Philippine Islands will experience monsoon rains, particularly over the western sections. We have another LPA here, but nothing to be concerned of. And after Egay, we are going to observe this next, because this may become another tropical cyclone or even a typhoon entering PAR, but it won't make landfall to the Philippine Islands based on the preliminary long-range forecast track of this LPA. So after Egay, we are going to focus our attention on this one. And here's the fast animation from the University of Wisconsin. You can clearly see here that the eye is becoming more larger as it intensifies, and still wobbling towards the west. And it's quite scary because it might make landfall over northern Cagayan, but the forecast of most of the agencies is just over the coastal waters of northern Cagayan come Tuesday evening. And we are going to take close attention on this system. Now here's the night vision image from windy.com up to 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock this morning. It's already 4 o'clock in the morning, okay? So here's now the eye. It's still rugged, but forecasts are pointing for more rapid intensification as it moves over this area of the Philippine Sea, which is so warm. I think it's more than 100 kilojoules per centimeters squared. That's the energy derived from the warm sea surface temperature. So you can clearly see some rain bands already affecting Eastern Visayas, Bicol region. That's why we are experiencing some on and off rainfall with some light to moderate winds from the west to west-northwest. Now here's the infrared satellite animation from weathernerds.org, a great resource when it comes to models, satellite animation. So you can save it and make it into GIF. So that red bands are moderate to heavy, but it passes quickly if we notice during the evening. And here's the track from Typhoon2000, our first track for our 12-hourly advisory. Then later we'll be issuing 6-hourly advisory. So 11 p.m. it's here, and it will rapidly intensify to near super typhoon strength, 230 kph, but there's a possibility that it will breach super typhoon threshold and become a category higher end of a category 4 when we convert it using the Saffir-Simpson scale.
So that will be around 240, the minimal of a super typhoon. Even Pag-asa is suggesting it to become a super typhoon. We all agree that because of the warm sea surface temperature and higher oceanic heat content and a non-existent wind shear, okay, will pave way for more intensification. Let's hope and pray that we are all prepared, or we expect the system to not do any harm. But let's hope that we are all prepared by this storm. So this is the winds of gusting of 75 to 100 kph. That includes Caramuan coastline, Caxitorena included, and also Tanduanes. And the whole of northern Luzon will be under the influence of these 60 or 75 to 100 kph tropical storm force winds. If the track will continue, since it's a very large typhoon, almost 1,000 kilometers in diameter, so this is quite alarming. Okay, but let's hope that just calm down and relax. From year to year, we experience this kind of typhoon, but let's hope that we are all prepared, okay, and also be resilient enough when this tropical cyclone passes by. Take all necessary precautions, communicate with your local disaster units, and be prepared if this typhoon will push through. Let's hope and pray there's still a move more to the north, because of the high pressure area is still strong. It's not following the forecast that it will weaken. So the area of uncertainty, this is the cone of uncertainty. It's not quite clear, but you can clearly see here that areas like Lawag, Apari, and Tugigaraw in Cagayan Valley will be at a higher risk of being struck by the core of the system if it will move more to the west. But that's the scenario right now. It will pass in between Batanes and Cagayan. It will pass over the Balintang Channel, over the Babuyan Group of Islands. So, folks down there, over Batanes, Babuyan, please take all necessary precautions, because damaging winds of more than 100 kph will be expected, especially winds of more than 130. This is the red one. This is 100 to 130. This is more than 130. So, please take all necessary precautions. And also the possibility of storm surges along the coastal waters of northern and central Luzon, around 3 meters to 4. So it depends. If it becomes a super typhoon, it could reach around 6 to 7 meters in some rare cases or areas, okay? And as of this moment, as I speak, because the winds here is still 150 kph, the latest now, it's already category 2 with winds of 165. So it's already nearing category 3. Let's prepare for the worst of this typhoon. And here's the tracks of all agencies, and they all agree it will pass here. And the model tracks, there you go. As you can see here, compared to yesterday. Okay, yesterday, yeah, this is yesterday, 8 a.m. yesterday. It shows a track over northern Luzon, the U.S. Navy, but this is a non-performing model. It's the European model. It looks like it will make landfall over Santa Ana. So that's the worst case scenario that we are observing right now. Now, the latest now, based on the 8 p.m. last night. So the previous one, the European model, still shows over Santa Ana, but the latest one, as of 8 p.m. last night, it's now shows it's not yet updated, okay? But it shows that it's still the same track. So please take all. It's already only 48 hours left. So the probability is quite high right now that this will be the track of the system. If it goes down, let's hope not, it will affect Ilocos Norte, Northern Cagayan. Okay, so let's hope and pray that there's still a miracle, that the system will track towards the north. Now let's take a look at the oceanic heat content. This is the latest one as of 8 p.m. last night. You can see that the system is now over 100. This 100. 75 to 100 kilojoules per centimeter squared, and it will move back to 50 to 75 and move back again to 75 to 100. So there could be some point in this track that it could again intensify. That's why the forecast of the wind models, especially the CHIPS ensemble, are showing a high peak of up to 280 kph. Okay, which is that's 160 knots, category 5. While the most of the agencies is showing it here. So there's a possibility that it will reach super typhoon intensity. This is super typhoon strength, 130 knots, that's 240 kph. Now the CHIPS ensemble shows the highest intensity that Doksuri or Egay would reach. Okay, let's see, let's hope and pray that it won't happen, but it looks like all the ingredients are there. Let's hope and pray that this is this typhoon must accelerate faster so that the effects will not be worst. So here's the rain forecast for the next 5 days. This is until Friday. So as you can see, this is now the effects of the southwest monsoon for the next 5 days, including Bicol affected. It could bring much rainfall over western Visayas, Mimaropa. Then here over northern Luzon, during the passage of the system, the rainfall is more than 100 millimeters. So it could flood and bring some landslides over low-lying areas. So please take all necessary precautions, okay? So that's the scenario right now on Typhoon Egay. Please prepare as early as now, because it will bring lots of rainfall and some winds across northern Luzon, from Cagayan down to the Cordillera administrative region, and also across the western sections of central Luzon and Metro Manila. Also some areas of inner areas of central Luzon will also be affected by the rainfall with some thunderstorms. And here over Mimaropa and western Visayas. Okay, so let's pray that the storm is going to recurve, but it's only 48 hours to go. Most of the computer models nowadays are highly accurate when it comes to between 24 to 48 hours. The only thing we do is to prepare for the worst, since the atmospheric and the oceanic environment is very conducive for this typhoon to develop into a super typhoon. So I hope I'm wrong, or even the models. Let's hope that the storm will move abruptly towards the north. It depends on the strength of the high pressure to the south of Kyushu, Japan. So that's it. We will return again later today or on Tuesday morning. Again, this is Mike Padua saying good day to all. I hope you will have a nice day, even though there's a typhoon approaching. I hope all of you there up north is fully prepared for the arrival of this typhoon. See you, and thank you so much for watching our channel. Stay safe always.